Take the towers.
Nice. Now that man, the darn tune root shooting dude.
This is taking way too long. What else you got? Give me more!
Switch to live fire.
Admiral Tarkin, I
Live
must
fire.
protest.
I can just imagine Wrecker being a guy standing there going like, come on, like crouching going, come on, give me more, come on now. I don't know why I started doing an Australian accent while doing that. I watched Mortal Kombat twice in under a week, so like, I've got Kano stuck in my head. So are these like the prototype Dark Troopers? Or like the prototype troopers that... Oh boy. Whoa! Are those like they look like prototype Dark Troopers, but they also could like they look like prototype versions of those like droids that Thrawn has.
Oh, I hate hand signals.
Perhaps if you memorized them.
Why don't you memorize them?
I have.
Read the playbook, Wrecker. You gotta understand these things. Did you just stab him with that like little droid thing? Gee, that's like powerful than I thought. He's gonna ride him. That's cool. Why didn't you use a knife earlier? They can cut through like that. RKO slam.
Wrecker, knife.
Nice. That was sick.
Yet reports indicate they exhibit a concerning level of disobedience and disregard for orders.
A side effect of their mutation.
Yet one that has never hindered the completion of their missions.
Then they executed Order 66? A counter-report filed by one of their own says the Padawan escaped. Let us see where the loyalty of these clones truly lies.
Crosshair probably filed that then.
We have tracked a group of insurgents to the Onderon sector. They must be dealt with.
What sort of insurgents?
Separatist forces, intent on keeping the galaxy at war.
I'll say this for the Empire. There ain't no firepower. You should see the new armory.
He actually cried.
Hey, we both did.
There's no room on board for that.
Kid, you're not a soldier. It's dangerous.
It's dangerous here too. Things aren't like before. We need to leave Camino.
Change takes getting used to. You'll see. Just give it time.
So I wonder if after this mission or during it, they're gonna decide to abandon them. I already forgot what planet they said this was, or did they even say what planet it was? The jungle planet. So, all right.
Covertly. Oh, come on. It's been days since I've blown something up.
Easy, Wrecker. Your programming's kicking in.
Hey, don't start with that.
Let's get a closer look at what we're walking into.
So someone's gonna have to say I got a bad feeling about this now, right? If they think it's a trap. Someone's gotta say I got a bad feeling about this.
Tarkin said insurgents, not droids.
I'm not sure they're either. There are children down there. Children? Out here?
Give the order.
Whoa, Crosshair, whoa.
Stand down. Make the call, Hunter.
Do not do it, Crosshairs.
No.
Is this when they meet Saw Gerrera? I think it is. Oh, they're scared because they're clones.
These aren't separatists. They're Republic fighters. Why would Tarkin send us to attack our own forces?
Because we refuse to fight for
Yep,
an
Saw
empire.
Gerrera.
You're Saw Gerrera, trained by Captain Rex and General Skywalker to fight for the Republic.
What are you gonna do? Strike us down like you did the Jedi?
A request.
Why don't you take a look at the insurgents you were sent to destroy?
Damn. So they know the clones are bad. Like, yeah, because the Empire made it look like the Jedi were bad guys, but they're like, no, the clones are bad.
If we give up now, everything we fought for, everyone we lost, will have been for nothing. I won't let that happen.
Yeah, like his sister.
Clone War made the old ways are done. You can either adapt and survive, or die with the past. The decision is yours.
What's wrong with you? Me? I'm following orders. Exactly. Those insurgents are plotting against the Emperor. If you don't have the stomach to do what needs to be done, then you're not fit to lead this squad.
Break into a fight now. Whew. One shot.
We're being
Done.
followed.
A state of heightened awareness is not unusual for an enhanced clone such as herself.
Good one, Tech. You almost had me.
When Nalase spoke of 5 clones, Tarkin assumed that meant us. But echoes a reg. The 5th is Omega.
She's one of us. We're not leaving her there.
Attaboy. Yeah, so we were all right. She was a clone. Like, it's not that big a surprise. Profile shot. Something's gonna go down. Like, so if they get into a firefight with the other clones, I wonder, will they? Oh yeah, there's a firefight about to go down. I wonder, will they actually like try to shoot the clones or like stun them?
Well, the plan wasn't a total failure.
Goody. You want to come with us? Or did we get captured for nothing?
You came back for me?
That's right. Or you can stay on Camino if...
No, it's like I said before. I want to go with you.
How touching. What do you know?
I know it's not your fault. You can't help it.
The Order does appear to be working.
Can you intensify the programming
Yes.
Oh
and
no.
proceed?
Now they're really taking away his free will. She's just copying him.
I'll never fit through that.
Astute as always, Rekka. But I was actually going to suggest...
I'll do it.
You sure, kid?
I'm sure.
Where's the girl?
You tell us.
When Fortnite Becker was like, "What girl? There was never a girl here at all. You're crazy."
Hit the switch, Omega!
Hey, Brett!
One punch. Alright, so they're not killing the clones. How can he still move after being whacked in the head by that thing? Like, I would not be getting back up almost immediately after that.
I don't think we'll have to go far.
Oh, that's... Oh, no.
Have you lost your mind?
We should have killed that Jedi. You disobeyed orders.
I did what I thought was right.
What's about to happen here? Roach. Jeez. You could cut someone's head off like that. Are they shot in the same spot? Override? Oh. She's helping them.
Controls.
That's interesting. So the Caminos aren't fully on board with the Empire. Some of them, at least. Ouch. Look. No, those aren't stun blasts anymore. Are they? Oh. Sharpshooters just got outdone by a kid.
Oh, you found my Lula! Ow!
Where'd you learn to do that?
I don't know. I never fired a blaster before. I guess I got lucky.
Plot a course for J-19. J-19? We know a guy.
Yeah!
Pretty good music here. Alright. that was the first episode of The Bad Batch. Overall, thought it was a good episode. I don't think like it was like how to put it. Wasn't like nothing like on par of like anything from D. Brad Baker as just The Bad Batch. Just entirely The Bad Batch. Guy's got his work cut out for him now. He has to like, I mean, before in the Clone Wars, he was like voicing like a lot of the clones. I mean, he was all the clones, but now he has to like he's voicing like 98% of the cast now. It's like, he's got work cut out for him. But yeah, what's it now? I'm drawing a blank right now. Why? Shoot. God, what was I about to say? Crap. What was I literally gonna say? Oh yeah, yeah. This episode, it was a good episode. I don't think it's like, it hasn't really. I wouldn't say it's like, it's not as like on par with any of the last episodes from the Clone Wars. I would say from last season, it was still good. I feel like this is a good first start to this show. So I can see why they let this be like an hour-long episode to really get the whole thing going. But yeah, I thought it was pretty good overall. So, I mean, next episodes going forward will be like 23 minutes long, so they'll make it easier for me to like, you know, edit them down and such. So that should be good. Yeah, I think the next episode should be coming out also on Friday as well, so it won't be too long to wait to see what happens next. I'm interested in seeing. So are they going to see Rex? I don't think they are going to see Rex, because like they have no idea where Rex is right now, because he was like on that random planet with that unidentified planet with Ahsoka at the end of the Clone Wars. So I mean, maybe it's someone we've never met before. Maybe it is someone we've met before. I don't know. I don't want to assume it's someone just yet, because like we know how that can go with stuff like when shit like with WandaVision, that didn't go well. We assumed a lot of things on that show didn't go well. Yeah. There was, like, some of the reveals, like the reveal of like Crosshairs being like decides to join the Empire. I mean, the reveal that his chip was working a bit was a nice reveal, but the reveal of him like kind of siding with the Empire like wasn't that big a surprise, because we all kind of figured it out by the trailer, just by them showing like shots of him that were like, well, clearly that's Crosshairs, so not that big a surprise. And also, not Omega being a clone is not a big surprise either. We figured that one out too, so nothing was really that big a surprise. I mean, I don't know, is Omega now aware she's a clone? Because she has no idea why she could shoot a blaster that good. So, why would she not think she's not a clone, though? If she doesn't think she's a clone, what does she think she is, then? That's why I don't get. Huh. It's very interesting, so maybe she must know. I don't know. That's very weird. I feel like the opening of the episode was really great. I really not expecting to start off very similar to a Clone Wars episode, like with like they had Tom Kane as the narrator again and such. That was a nice surprise. Like they even show like animated scenes from like Revenge of the Sith. Like they animated shots from Revenge of the Sith. That was like a real big shock. And again, they showed us more of that Grievous model they made, which like we saw in Revenge of the Sith and we saw here. And that model still looks fantastic, but we're unfortunately never going to see it like properly done. He's like properly in action because he's dead now. So. Yeah, and that's interesting. So, yeah, it's all very cool. I like what they're doing so far. It was cool seeing Saw Gerrera again. I mean, we saw him in the trailer, so it was cool seeing him. It's interesting because, like, I don't think they ever intended for Saw Gerrera to be such a long-lasting character. Like, a character who was definitely intended to be probably a one-off character in that storyline, the Clone Wars he appeared in. But then all of a sudden they then put him in Rogue One as the first TV character to make the jump to the films. And then he's put in Rebels, and then Jedi Fallen Order, and now he's back in this. So, like, it's really cool seeing his whole storyline starting to play out a little bit. And what's really weird about, what's interesting is that this takes place, like, this is, of course, like, right after Revenge of the Sith, this show. And next time we see him chronologically after this is in Fallen Order. And that game is set 5 years after this. So here's an image of Saw Gerrera in this, and Saw Gerrera in Fallen Order. It's a 5-year gap, so somehow in 5 years he goes bald, gets a bit more chubby and such, and like, man, he goes through a journey in those 5 years. Then, jeez, yeah, like there's a lot of stuff we still don't know about. I want to know the story about what really happens for him between those like 5 years, because like the reason why he looks like that in Fallen Order because they cast Forrest Whitaker as him for the movies, which then subsequently he started playing in everything else he appears in, but this time they have the original voice actor of Saw Gerrera because he's younger. But, I don't know, there's probably some kind of journey leads him to look more like Forrest Whitaker in Fallen Order. And we still have no idea how he becomes like a half robot in Rogue One, because like last time we see him before Rogue One was in Rebels Season 4, which happened like it took place the same year as Rogue One / A New Hope was happening, and he was still looked normal. So yeah, we still have no idea how he turned into a half cyborg thing. So yeah, I mean, yeah, interesting. So Captain Gray. So that was one of their clone. So I guess that was one of the shock troopers. I learned recently that the clone from the season 1 episode of Yoda. If you recall the season 1 episode of Yoda from when he went to that planet to go like make negotiations with that one alien royalty king guy about joining the Republic, and also Asajj Ventress was there asking him like, hey, you also could join the Separatists, and they were testing Yoda and such, saying how like if he can get here in time, I'll join the Empire or the Separatists and stuff. It was like the first episode of season 1, so you might remember it. But yeah, I learned that episode was the clone troopers in that episode of Yoda were the shock troopers. They were part of the Royal Guard apparently, which they were in Revenge of the Sith. So maybe they were here. I don't remember there being a Captain Gray though. There was like a guy named Thorn, I think, and Thorn, Thyre, someone else. I'll put the names on the screen. I don't remember exactly. But yeah, I remember those names. So I don't think it was them. I mean, I don't remember Captain Gray. No, was there? I think there was. Oh no! Not my mistake. No, Captain Gray was the leader of Deepa Palaba's clone unit. That was him. Yeah, I remember him from the canon book. That's also interesting. So the canon book, they've now slightly altered it, because this was not the same. They were on a different planet entirely, on a different related mission. Still part of the Clone Wars, but still a different mission related to it. And the whereabouts of how they die. Like, I mean, they still stay true to how they died. Because like, in Rebels, you know, Kane says the last thing that his master said to him before she died was run, and they kept true to that. But yeah, they were like kind of just camping out in a cave in the comic, just like, resting up, and then the order was executed, and then they escaped. It was nighttime, so they altered that. They didn't alter it by a great deal. They altered it just slightly. So I don't know how much. I think the rest of the comic must be intact then, I assume. So, but yeah, that's the second time these recent like Clone Wars, like these animated shows, have altered things in canon a bit. Because the Clone Wars altered things as well. Like in Siege of Mandalore, they altered stuff like how Rex did execute Order 66. Well, Ahsoka stopped him from like to remove his chip, but in that he had his chip still in him when the order was executed. And then even like, but in the Ahsoka novel, it said he removed his chip before the events of Order 66. But of course, they changed it in the Siege of Mandalore, and they also changed stuff with Rex now from between that then in Rebels, saying because in Rebels he said how, you know, he removed his control chip before, but then of course that's not what happened in Clone Wars, because Ahsoka had to help him. So yeah. So this is the second time they've done that. I mean, it's not like a major thing they've altered. It's just like a minor like little thing, like the details of how it happened. So yeah, that comic still can. So yeah, that was cool seeing Caleb though. It was nice because like when he showed up briefly in the Clone Wars season 7, I thought that was cool. And it was sad we didn't get to see him, but I thought I get why we didn't see him. It wasn't really important. But it was still cool seeing him here, and then we got Freddie Prinze Jr. back to voice him, doing the younger voice, which was nice. Yeah, but yeah, overall, what else was there about this episode? A lot of good action, a lot of good stuff, and showing... I like seeing this more relaxed Hunter, kind of like being a bit more calm about some of these things. It was cool seeing... Yeah, it was really cool. I liked seeing all the dynamics of the clones here with the Bad Batch. It was quite well. Echo's fitting in quite well with them. Yeah, overall, I thought this was a good episode, a good start. I say 7 out of 10, maybe. It was a fine, good episode. 7 or 8, something like that. I'll put it. It's like in between that spectrum of it. Yeah, I liked it, so I'm excited for episode 2, which will come out on Friday. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Tell me in the comments down below, what did you think of the first episode of the Bad Batch? So yeah, let me know what you all thought, and I'll see you guys all later for next week. Well, not next week, it's Friday for the next episode of the Bad Batch. So yeah, I'll see you guys all later. Goodbye. Actually, I just wanted to say, I completely forgot about this. I was also going to say about Omega in the episode. You know, she was fine so far as a character. She was like, you can see, she definitely like respect the Bad Batch a lot. Well, I think she's like somewhere fine. I'm good for her. I need to see a bit more of the show with her to make a full proper opinion on her. So yeah, but so far I do like her. She's not bad. She's a good character. So yeah, so it's like a final thing I had to add on before I actually probably end the video. So yeah. Also, did I mention now Crosshairs? Yeah, I forgot what I've mentioned, honestly. So, yeah. But yeah, Crosshairs, like, it's interesting seeing... I guess it makes sense him being the one who would follow orders, but it's interesting that his is the only chip that actually worked and didn't disobey orders. It's interesting. So, yeah, but it's going to lead to some conflict then with the others, obviously. So, I mean, I'm kind of sad we're not seeing, like, the entirety of the Bad Batch together for this show for the foreseeable future. I don't know, but you know, I mean, this does give them it does make the main villain of this season for now, which is one of the main bad guys being Crosshair. Gives them like at least a personal connection to the villain, being that he was a brother and like a very like part of their group. So you know, I understand the connection there. Why doing that? So yeah. I think that's now. Now I'm done. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Tell me in the comment section down below what you thought of the episode. And I'll see you all for Friday for episode 2 of the show. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye. Hey, if you liked that video, guess what? YouTube put out a video just for you on the left. Or, if you want to take my advice, watch the most recent video on the right. Thanks for watching.